No more mullet for Bono. He's got this nice, neat haircut these days. It's very thick, too. Kind of makes you wonder. In a second, we're going to deconstruct some very well-known songs. And once you hear this, you're never going to hear them in the same way ever again.
More of The Secret History of Rock coming up. Back to The Secret History of Rock with Alan Cross.
I want to engage in a little music appreciation. This is the act of knowing what to listen for in a song and to understand what's really going on. The goal is to have a deeper understanding of the song, the recording process, and the creation of the work itself. Let's begin with the Cult's She Sells Sanctuary. Big breakthrough single, the song that defined the band. I'm going to play it for you in a minute, but first I want to tell you what to listen for. Specifically, I want you to listen to the drums. This track was recorded in March of 1985, and the drummer at the time was a guy named Nigel Preston. Nigel, however, had a very serious drinking problem. He was unreliable. Not only would he show up late to sessions, but sometimes he'd be so drunk that he couldn't play. The night his parts for She Sells Sanctuary needed to be recorded, the dude was blotto. He had this bottle of whiskey in a paper bag, and he kept nipping at it, and the more he drank, of course, the worse his playing got. With the clock running, and with no options of finding another drummer, singer Ian Astbury and guitarist Billy Duffy started taking away pieces of Nigel's drum kit. The thinking was the fewer things he had to hit, the fewer things he had to concentrate on, the easier it would be to get him through the night. By the time they were all done, all that Nigel could handle was a snare, a bass drum, some hi-hats, and a cymbal. So with little to play on, there was little for him to play. Just the basics. The result, though, was interesting. A much more rhythmic, much more straight-ahead rock song than anything the Cult had ever done. Just a 4/4 beat with some easy snare fills. And it worked. Now listen.